you. Welcome to my channel. My name is Georgia Lane and I'm coming to you from the sunny Southwest in New Mexico. And if you're returning, I'm so happy that you've decided to come back. Today we're going to make a Christmas card that uses a fun fold, some designer series paper, and some rhinestones. I think you're going to really like this. Here's the fold and it opens at the bottom. So unique. And it's really easy to make. So let's head over to the crafting table and let's get started. Okay, this Christmas card that I talked about uses the frosted frame dies that you find on page 41 in our Christmas catalog. And it also uses this beautiful paper that you can see right here. And that paper is called Feels Like Frost. It comes in 6x6. So very pretty, and it's only $14.50, and it's also on page 41. So let's talk about the materials you're going to need. The first thing is you're going to need to cut your base of your card, and it needs to be cut 4 3/16 by 9 inches, and then you're going to score it at 5.5. Then you're going to cut the band that is going to go at the bottom, and that's 2 inches by 8.5, and you score it on both ends, and that's 2 1/8. Score it, turn it over, come in 2 1/8, and score it again. Now, our designer series paper that I talked about, that we're going to be using today, you're going to have to cut some pieces of that. One of the pieces is 4 by 3 1/4. Okay, and then you're going to need 2 little bitty pieces for our front panels, and those are 1 7/8 by 1 7/8, perfect squares. Now, of course, remember, all these dimensions will be on my blog. All you have to do is run over there. We have a beautiful decoration in the front of it. See how beautiful this is? This is from the die set that we told you about. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I just love it. Has some little snowflakes here. Just beautiful. And can you see it embossed it? Isn't that pretty? So pretty. And then the die that comes with it to go on the inside where you put your message, see how it has the little framing around it? The stitched framing. I just love that. We used Whisper White, or Very Vanilla, and we used Merry Merlot, and then we used the plaid that comes in 6x6. This is also sold in the Christmas catalog. So let's get to putting this together. You're going to see how easy it is, and you can do all your Christmas cards using this. So the first thing I would like to do is go ahead and let's get everything glued down. Okay, so we know this goes like this. So we're going to use our wet glue so that just in case we need to, we can position it. Sometimes you have to do that because it doesn't go on straight, right? So we're just going to take that down. Make sure we have the same size border on all sides. Move it around if you need to. Push it down. Doesn't that compliment? See, that's what I like about Stampin' Up! Supplies. This is Merry Merlot, which matches the cardstock Merry Merlot. The next thing we're going to do is see how it folds in. We're going to put our designer series paper on the outside. So I'm just going to lay it flat. I'm going to put some glue. I just think this is such a fun fold, but what's really nice is it stands up because of this band here on your desk or on your mantle, and it really displays the beautiful Christmas message that you might have. Okay, the next thing we need to do is go ahead and put our message that we're going to have on this. And on this one, we are going to use our Christmas gleaming, and we're going to use Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly, and on the inside we're going to stamp And Be Jolly with This Season. So let's get that. Deck the Halls. Okay. And I'm going to use Mary Merlot. I'm going to use a smaller acrylic block because it works better. That way it doesn't rock. Because if it rocks, then you know you might get some ink on either side of it. So we're going to stamp it off just to make sure. We like that. We're going to put this right in the middle. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and take this off, and we're going to get the other one that we need, And Be Jolly. And we are going to go ahead and stamp that on the inside of the card. Now, we haven't taped that down yet, but we're going to put that right kind of in the top center. You have plenty of room to write your message. Okay. Close this up. We are going to go ahead and glue this down. Kind of line it up once again so we have the same border going around the edges. Just kind of hold it in place. And you know what else I think would be very pretty on this card is to use a holly. And I think we will use our shaded spruce. Sometimes I add to it after I start creating it because I'm like, oh, wouldn't that be pretty? We're just going to stamp this in the corner. Yes. And we are going to take our blending tools. And you've seen me blend before, but we're just going to take the Old Olive. And we are going to go right over the spine of the leaf. Then we're going to come in with the light olive, and we're just going to make circles. Go around the edges so you don't go outside the lines. And then just make little circles. And because this is an alcohol marker, it will lighten up the dark area and make it look like shading. And if you for some reason take off too much of the shading, you could always come back in with the dark Old Olive. Okay, and then we're going to take our cherry cobbler. These are our blending tools from Stampin' Up, and I just love them. We're just going to put a little dot of the dark cherry cobbler, and then we're going to come in with the light and just do our little circle a little bit over it. And after it dries ever so lightly, you'll see it lighten up. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so the next thing we need to do is let's go ahead and glue down our band. And the way we do that is we just put some glue on it, and then just make sure you get it on the inside. There we go, yes, and just press it down. Okay, isn't that looking beautiful? Oh my goodness. Next, what we need to do is we're going to set this up on dimensionals. So we're just going to take some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. I'm going to put 5 on here. They just give it some depth, you know, it just stands out. I love the dimensionals. Okay, I'm going to use my pokey tool and I'm going to take the backing off. Okay, and we are going to just set it right in the middle. Okay, there we go. Now, what you need to do is you need to decide where do you need to put this so that nothing goes over. Now you can see here's where it comes up, right? So we know that we need to put it about on 3/4, right under the holly, 3/4 of it. So we're going to add some glue. Okay, so we're going to put this down and we're going to get it exactly where we need it. Not to go over. We're going to hold it down. And remember, if you can see the glue, it dries white, so you don't have to worry. Make sure we didn't get any glue there. Now, we're not done yet because what do I always say? You can never have too much sparkle. So we're going to get our glitter pen and we are going to glitter Wink of Stella. That's our glitter pen. We are going to glitter our little cherries. Now I think we're going to go ahead and also glitter our leaves. You know, when you use your glitter pens, it just intensifies that color. So it really looks nice. Plus it makes it sparkle. And you can never have too much sparkle. That's what I always say. Can you see how it sparkles? Oh yeah. Okay. Isn't that pretty? We have a beautiful card that sets up perfectly. Now remember what I said, I wanted to show you the other designs that we have. So we have this one for Christmas. Isn't that pretty? We have this one for thanking of you. Beautiful design. We used one of our Morning Glory roses and we stamped something on the inside. Thinking of you not only for what you do, but for being someone so special. Stands up. Isn't that nice the way it stands up? And then, of course, we have our Christmas card. Now, on this one, we embossed in silver. We put some rhinestones. We cut out the little snowflakes. And then we added some beautiful silver branches and some pine cones. This is so pretty. I just love the way they stand up. And then you can also see them, how they lay down. I really appreciate you spending time with me today. I know this is a busy time of year. I hope you enjoyed seeing a variety of cards you could make. So this stamp set and die cut is not just for Christmas, but it's also for the other occasions that you have throughout the year. Well, go out and have a fantastic day. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the next video.